Okay, two things. I've been doing transcendental meditation, and it has really been life changing in just the short amount of time I've been doing it. I've been getting a lot of insight. Some of that insight was that I needed to rebrand my podcast. This was confirmed, synchronicity. When I was listening to my podcast for podcasters, I listened to Podcasting Business School is one of the ones I've been really hooked on lately. I also really enjoy the Lazy Girl's Guide to Podcasting and Podcast Cafe, but the Business School for Podcasters is just premium choice content. He taught me that when you have a brand, it needs to, one, clearly convey what the podcast is about, so you should be able to clearly tell from the title what this is about. Two, it needs to clearly define who your audience is. And three, it needs to be SEO keyword heavy so that when somebody types into Apple Podcasts or Spotify, your podcast will actually come up. Now, my title, my brand, is What the F Did I Just Watch? That does not tell you who is listening. That does not have SEO heavy keywords because nobody's typing that into Apple to find a movie podcast. And it's not even really very searchable because I use a curse word, which I've bleeped out, and nobody's typing in like F star 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 when they're searching for a podcast. And it doesn't tell you who it's for and doesn't tell you what it's about. So I, in meditation, got this idea to have a podcast called the Millennial Mafia. And I was like, well, that's really good. But then I looked it up and I was like, that's like in use, and it like links back to like a TV show called Millennial Mafia. And so I didn't want to do that. But I collaborated with ChatGPT and did some deep introspection and came up with the Millennial Movie Mob Film Analysis Podcast. So that is the complete title, Millennial Movie Mob for short. That is what I'm currently in the process of changing all my handles to on social media. I'm got a new web domain that I can't seem to figure out how to point to my Captivate site, but I'm working on it diligently. So I'm in the process of getting everything moved over and changed over to the Millennial Movie Mob, so keep an eye out for that. I think it's going to be so much better really honing in on my target audience and really honing in on what the podcast is about. Also, I realize another thing I learned from Podcasting for Podcasters is it takes 3 years. It takes 3 years of producing amazing content for your podcast to really take off. And I got time. I'm totally okay with that. I'm realizing that while doing a weekly show is ambitious, I also have another side hustle that I'm working on. I also work a full-time job. I also have a special needs bulldog who takes a ton of time. So I have a very busy life, and a weekly show would be great. What I can do is set aside a certain number of hours every week, and I've carved that time out to just work on my podcast. And episodes will go up as they go up. I'll get as much done in those hours I've carved out for myself as I possibly can. If it's weekly, great. If it's bi-weekly, great. If it's monthly, great. I don't think it'll be monthly. I think with the hours I've carved out for myself, I should at least be able to get an episode every other week, if not every week. That's the goal. That being said, and I share all this because I want to be transparent about my journey. Like, yes, this is a channel where I talk about movies, and I want to have movie lovers follow me on this channel. I also want to be transparent about my podcasting journey and just my journey as a movie reviewer in a whole. So, the amazing content thing. I'm realizing that my content is very like the podcast episodes are very like I give some anecdotes about the movies. I talk about like the awards circuit for the movies, and then I give like a play-by-play of the movie, and I give like little anecdotes and little thoughts I have throughout the play-by-play. That is not working for me. That does not qualify in my mind as amazing content. It is not the deep insight and analysis that I want to provide. Some of my favorite creators like Lindsay Ellis, who does she doesn't really post movie content anymore, but she would do these like incredible deep dives, and I just loved her, and I want to be able to do this like actual analysis where I take a film, I pick it apart, I take all the pieces, I rearrange them, and I show you some insight. That's what I want. That being said, I have signed up for a course so I can learn how to do that. Sorry, I was just looking up what the course is. It's on the site Future Learn. It's Critical Approaches to Film. It's made by the Film Distributors Association, and it is taught by Ian Wall. So never heard of these people, but the course descriptions got me really excited. It's supposed to be a course that teaches you how to analyze and critique film, dives into all the different topics and concepts. Now, I went to film school a little bit. I took some film studies courses. I learned a lot about those courses were really heavy on like the process of filmmaking, how films are made, like mise en scene. I learned about diegetic and non-diegetic sound. So I did learn, but I didn't learn very much about analysis, which is what I want to learn. So I'm taking a course so that my content will be better. So if you follow me now, you will get to be along for the ride of this entire journey and watch my content get better and grow, watch this rebrand, and yeah, I'm just really excited. I know this video is very, very long, and I really appreciate you sticking out with me for the ride, and her cameo, as per usual. Hi, baby. Oh my goodness, hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Okay, I totally love my dog. She should have her own. She should have her own channel. But anyway, I feel like my face looks really weird, but that's beside the point. I hate when people go off about how they look on their videos, and I'm like, I'm not here because of how you look. I'm here for your content, so shut up. So, telling myself to shut up. That is all. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please like it. Actually, tap the like and share it if you think anybody in your life would be interested in my journey, and follow me for more, for watching me grow. Okay, I hope you have a great day. Okay, I love you. Bye.